Hi, I'm Dane, and I'm doing podcasts for Balanced Body. And we're at my studio, North Star Pilates Solutions in Buffalo, New York. And this is Kim. And Kim is going to be demonstrating an exercise for lower extremity evaluation, and also for lower extremity alignment. It's called a standing leg pump on the chair. And it's a great exercise, like I said, for assessment as well as teaching your athlete how to be aware of where their knee and hip is in relation to their foot in space. So what I'm going to have Kim do is just put both hands on the chair for me here. Good, and she's going to bring her left foot onto the pedal. Right, now this exercise here, you can either work ball of foot on the toes, prehensile, or on the heel, depending on what you want to focus on with your particular athlete. I'm going to have Kim stay on her toes, so a little bit more toward her toes. Good, and why don't you just move back just a little bit for me there? Yeah, just give her a little bit more room for her knee to work there. So arms are on the bar, on the handles. And again, the handles are just there for stability, and they're great for introducing somebody to this exercise, but as they get better at it, you can challenge their balance by taking the hands away, which Kim will demonstrate. So the exercise is straightforward here. Going to lengthen as tall as you can through the spine, keeping eyes focused straight ahead. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, gently push down with that front leg. Good. Inhale as you come back up again. So the goal here is to make sure, again, that spine stays neutral, and that you, as the instructor, can come around and look from the front just to make sure that their alignment is where it should be. So hip should be lined up with knee, should be lined up with second toe, and also shoulder if you want to incorporate upper body as well. Okay, pause right there for me. So take your hands down off the handles. And now, just for a little bit of challenge in terms of balance, I'm going to have Kim do the same exercise without holding on. So exhale and press down. Good. Inhale and come back up again. So this is the same spring she did for two legs. Excuse me, the same spring she did the first time holding on. So now with no arms holding on, it becomes way more of a stability challenge because there's no assistance from the arms. One more time for me. Good. And come on up. Nice job. All right, and take that foot down for me. Great. And normally you do this exercise on both sides. Again, you can change the spring tension if you want to emphasize work on one side versus the other if there's an imbalance that you're trying to work on. Okay, so what we're going to do is move right into another exercise called soleus deceleration, or plantar dorsiflexion of the ankle. This is a huge, huge exercise for any athlete, that particularly runners or jumping athletes, to make sure that they have an awareness of the alignment of their foot and ankle in space as well. So I'm going to lighten the spring just a little bit. Yeah. And I'm going to have Kim roll up her pant leg here just so you can really see what's going on with her foot and ankle. So the placement for the exercise is hands are going to be on the handles. And Kim is going to bring her left ball of foot onto the pedal and then just gently lean forward so her knee is resting on the edge of the chair. Now, if someone has sensitive knees or they don't tolerate pressure very well, you can slide a pad right under that knee, and that will help alleviate some of that pressure. So again, the spine stays nice and tall, and really nothing much is going on in the upper body. Arms are just lightly resting on the handles here. And what I'm going to have Kim do is just take a breath in, and as she exhales, she's going to step on the gas or point her toe. Good. And then inhale as that ankle dorsiflexes. Exhale as the ankle plantar flexes. So what you're looking for here is to make sure that the weight stays even across the ball of the foot. So we don't want to see any rolling out on the pinky toe side, or maybe if your athlete tends to pronate, you want to make sure that they're not rolling too much onto the big toe half of their foot. So what would be helpful sometimes here is coming around to the back and just looking at their foot and heel to make sure that those are in alignment and that they're where you want them to be. Good. 2 more times for me. So she's doing a great job of keeping her upper body nice and stable and just working at plantar flexion and dorsiflexion through that foot. Great. And you can take your foot down for me after that. Great. That's fine. Good. And again, you do both sides to make sure that you're balanced, unless you're working on something specific in terms of alignment or imbalance issue on left or right. And that is standing leg pump on the chair and soleus deceleration or plantar dorsiflexion on the chair as well. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.